Now these credits were done by Kyle Balda.
That's
you were
right.
saying entirely on his internship?
Yep.
So wait, did we not pay for these credits? Or did we pay for them?
You got paid, right?
I think so, yeah. He took time. This is Peter, the other Peter. We took time out of CalArts. He came and spent some time with us. We gave him this intro as an internship, and he did a fabulous job.
Seems like a funny thing to do, like, hey, you're an intern, you've never done this before. Do you want to do the entire animated intro, the most...
But I remember when he did, when he finished something, he shared it with us. We were all blown away by it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
The most iconic signature piece. Can you hurry and finish that before you go back to school?
Set the entire
That's right.
tone for the look of our game, and...
It was excellent.
I would later learn that was this was the perfect piece to have Kyle work on because he was colorblind, as it turns out.
I didn't know that.
I saw him working on something else, and he had other people picking his colors for him.
Oh, interesting. There was another 3D artist we had there in B Building that was colorblind too, and it was one of those things where people were just kind of, have you noticed everything he does? The reds don't make sense or whatever. I couldn't remember what it was.
Oh, the cow. I always get really happy watching these credits. I like the stretchy cow neck.
That cow should have showed up again later somewhere. Yeah. Missed opportunities.
What if the cow had come on their journey with them? Everything would have been so different.
Well, here's the story explanation right now for why the cow doesn't come.
Because he's just tired.
Doesn't want to make
like
the walk
I've been
up
to the
hill.
mansion before.
Now, this is the first fight I had with Peter McConnell. Do you remember this, Peter?
Yes, I was going to...
You were going to mention that?
You were going to remember it.
Because the opening cutscene was too long, and we always had a problem with too long opening cutscenes, and so we were like, let's split it in half and put an interactive sequence. So there's an interactive sequence that was about to start, but I seem to remember it was the wrong time of day for you, because it's nighttime outside. It started in the daytime with the mutation scene, then it became nighttime.
Right.
But then what happened? Then it turned into daytime at the end. That's what bothered you, because the music couldn't make that transition in your mind.
Yeah, I think mostly I was crabby because we had the cutscenes and the interactivity required a bunch of programming in iMuse, and I'd finished it one way, and then you changed it to another, and so I think I came up with some sort of artistic argument that had to do with daylight like that, but
that's an important thing to learn running a project, to not change things after someone spent hours and hours making something.
Well, it was also an important thing to learn not to step way out of your bailiwick and tell the guy who's writing the scene how to write the scene.
Oh, well, there are bailiwicks all over the place in this game.
Why should I push it? I left my little black book at home. It's fine where it is. Fred has them neatly arranged on the desk. Boy, the Edisons are a spectacularly ugly family. There's probably nothing interesting in it. I don't know the combination. The safe is closed. Aha! A secret passage. This is all too easy.
Laverne, how'd you get upstairs?
Am I upstairs? I got lost.
Seen any tentacles?
What's a tentacle?
Oh, just something I whipped up in my spare time. Made good pets, actually. Until one of them tried to take over the world. Had to tie the little buggers up in the basement.
Good thing you told us that.
Yeah, Bernard wanted us to set them free.
Thank God you weren't that stupid. Did you say Bernard? Okay, you're free to go.
Thanks, Bernard.
Yes, thank you, naive human. Now I can finish taking over the world.
Wait!
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. He's incredibly evil, isn't he?
I'll try to talk him out of it.
Well, what possible harm could one insane mutant tentacle do?
Leaping lab rats!
Dr. Fred.
What have you done this time, you meddling milquetoast? Now Purple Tentacle is free to use his evil mutant powers to take over the world and enslave all humanity!
Whoops.
Our only hope now is to turn off my sludge-o-magic machine and prevent the toxic mutagen from entering the river.
Isn't it a little late for that, Doctor?
Of course. That's why I'll have to do it. Yesterday, through the time machine.
This is all your fault, Bernard.
Behold, children, the Chronogon.
Doc, can't you just send Bernard?
No, you must all go to increase the odds that one of you will make it there alive.
Have any people ever been hurt in this thing?
Of course not. This is the first time I've ever tried it on people. Well, I'll be.
And then there's the porta potties, vessels.
Chronogons.
Yep.
Chronogons.
This, by the way, is an amazing full-screen animation before it was possible to do full-screen animation.
And not actually animated. That's all. The background's all color cycling.
It's all color cycling.
A lost art in the world of.
I forgot about that.
Now that computers work like they should, you don't have to do that stuff anymore.
You know, if you look at Mark Ferrari's website, not that Mark Ferrari worked on this game, but he was the master of color cycling, and he has a whole website where he's done it in a more high-end way, like with higher res color cycling. He just kept perfecting that to higher and higher resolutions.
Yeah, that stuff was crazy. He was into it, and then I think Bill Eakin was the one that inherited the mantle from him when he left.
All the lava in Indy 4.
Yeah.
And they said imitation diamond wasn't good enough. Uh-oh.
See, color cycling.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that was
cycling.
like 2-3 frame animations.
And a little surf music for Hoagie. We always had a place for surf music in our games. The Bone Wagon theme.
Yep.
That's right.
I think that surf music was yours.
That was mine. Yeah, I did that last little sequence there.
Yeah, you know, the musically, this I believe was the last project that we all worked on. Certainly the last original title that we all worked on together, sort of equally as composers, where there was no lead composer, and we all pretty much
panicked and freaked out together.
Cheap mail order jewels.
What happened to Hoagie and Laverne?
I knew I should have bought a real diamond.
Are they alive?
My dials say that the larger specimen landed 200 years in the past, and the other is stuck 200 years in the future.
Well, hurry up and bring them back.
I will, as soon as I get a new diamond. Then all your buddies have to do is plug in their respective chronogons and...
Plug them in? Where is Hoagie going to find an electrical outlet 200 years in the past?
Yes, well, he'll be needing my patented super battery then, won't he?
Now, where did I put those patented super battery plans of mine?
Plans? How are we going to get Hoagie plans?
Don't worry me with details, boy. Just help me find the plans. They're in this house somewhere.
Now what am I going to do?
I think I made myself perfectly clear. Step 1, find plans. Step 2, save world. Step 3, get out of my house. Let's get cracking.
Okay, am I right, or is this is finally the game starting? Like the game, all of that was intro.
Right, all that was intro.
The game has now finally begun. And then as soon as you walk off screen, we freeze again for another cutscene. Ah, okay, now we're playing.
So the original cutscene was like 7 minutes
before we added that brief, tiny introduction to. We always were wrestling with that. I felt in adventure games, like you want to tell the story and set it up for, the intro. But then you think of another, before the intro, we should do this other little intro, and then you'd end up with all these like intros to the intros to the intros, and they get super long.
I feel like that's just because we were inexperienced writers.
No, I think
some people like that. Some people like that you set the whole stage and then they're interactive, and some people are just clicking and they want to get to it.
Yeah, but we never respected those people, to be honest, who just click to get through it. The reality is you guys had a story to tell, and that's the way to set it up and get people invested in it so that when they actually get into the interactive part, they feel invested. And
were these cutscenes escapable back then? Did we?
Yes, but you'd be so confused if you just started this game.
Right.
And I do feel like we're asking the player to play a part in this story, and it's mean to make them wait so long before they can.
True, but at least they're being entertained.
But of course, it's a classic, full of mistakes, but a classic.
Warning, do not touch the Sludge-O-Matic 3000. Warning, do not touch the Sludge-O-Matic 3000. Yoo-hoo! Dr. Fred? It's permanently attached to the countertop. It's a bottle of correctional fluid. I'd best not mess with it. I'd best not mess with it. Always make sure they get your good side. I don't know the combination. I guess not too many birds bathe in the evening. It's empty.
Hi. Don't sneak up on me like that.
What are you up to?
I locked my keys in the car.
I don't see your keys in the car.
Actually, I lost them somewhere.
If you're locked out, why break into the trunk?
I have a spare set of keys in there.
Nice crowbar.
Thanks. Don't even think about asking to use it. I need it.
Nice crowbar.
Yeah, I know.
See you later.
Yeah.
I think it's locked. It's not my car. It's really dirty. I don't think that would look better white. It's on the other side of the window. It's on the other side of the window.
The plans! The plans!
No good. I can't knock it over. I don't have that. I don't have that. I can't pick it up. That guy is lying on it. I don't have time for idle chit-chat now. I have work to do. Except for those beef squigglies, I got everything I want out of there.
It's useless. No one will ever be interested in my design, so I'm ending my novelty inventing career right here in this tacky motel. How appropriate. I can't even do this right.
I can't reach that from here. It doesn't seem to open. I can't reach that from here. Hi, my name's Bernard. What's yours?
Dwayne, isn't that depressing?
You haven't seen any plans for a super battery around, have you?
Super battery? That sounds even worse than the things I come up with.
Gee, you look depressed.
What clued you in, Brainiac?
The stooped shoulders and long face?
I'm having a crisis here, a warehouse of anguish. I'm a novelty goods designer by trade. I've come up with some fabulous ideas. The exploding lollipop, itching powder gum, and reverse 3D glasses, to name a few. The problem is, no one likes my designs. I send them all over the world and no one responds. I just wish someone would say they liked one just once. Oh, woe is me.
I like your design ideas.
Well, I didn't mean you.
What did you say your job was again?
I'm a novelty goods designer by trade. The problem is, no one likes my designs. I send them all over the world and no one responds. I just wish someone would say they liked one just once. Oh, woe is me.
I like your design ideas.
Well, I didn't mean you.
Maybe I can help cheer you up.
Oh, I can hardly wait.
Why don't you try whistling a happy tune?
I invented a whistle that turned your lips green. Nobody liked it. Ugh.
Maybe some calisthenics would help.
Last time I tried calisthenics, I ruptured my spleen. Ugh.
Let's discuss philosophy.
Okay, here's my philosophy. Life is completely pointless, especially mine.
Nietzsche had some interesting ideas along those lines.
Oh, who cares? Philosophers are all failures like me who couldn't make it in a real profession.
Never mind. I can't see it very well from here. Green!
Bernard!
What are you doing up here?
Well, I couldn't stop Purple, and he's gonna go out and conquer the world, and I'm afraid of what he'll do if he catches me, if Dr. Fred doesn't find me first. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. Hey!
What's up, Bernard?
You haven't seen Dr. Fred's plans for a super battery around, have you?
No, just these world domination plans of Purple's. Any of Fred's plans would probably be in his office or the lab.
What do you suppose Purple's up to now?
Well, he wants to take over the world, so I figure he's up to something devious.
Conducting cryogenic experiments on small animals?
I wouldn't doubt it, but I was thinking more along the lines of politics.
How's your new band doing?
Green tea and the sushi platter? We're doing great! We've decided to really capitalize on our strongest quality as a band.
Carefully crafted melody and distinctive counterpoint?
Volume, man, volume! We have a chance to win a Grimey Award as the loudest new band. We're pulling out all the stops.
Weren't you looking for a new guitarist a while back?
Yes, but we decided to go with a guy who plays power tools instead. We can generate a lot more sound that way.
Have you gotten any airplay?
No, we're a little too experimental for most radio stations, but we have a huge following in the club scene.
Are you working on an album?
Yeah, we're doing a CD called Rap on the Forehead. I've got a few tracks hooked up through the stereo if you want to hear them.
That's great.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah! Good luck in saving the world, B-Man.
It looks too heavy for me to pick up. Wow, this is loud. Where did Dr. Fred go? She's open enough as she is. I'm afraid. Excuse me.
What is it? I'm rather... Say, aren't you Bernard Bernoulli?
Yes, that's right.
I knew it! You broke into our mansion a few years ago to save your little friend. What did you come for this time?
I'm trying to keep a tentacle from conquering the world.
Really? How nice.
You haven't seen any plans for a super battery around, have you?
Super battery, huh? Fred might have something like that.
Fred is the one who told me to find it.
Oh.
I was just admiring your statue.
Thank you. It's been in the Edison family since colonial times. One of Fred's ancestors carved it.
How's Dr. Fred doing?
Well, he's still upset about the family financial situation, seeing that it's his fault and all. But he seems a lot better now that he stopped sleepwalking.
What's wrong with sleepwalking?
Ordinarily nothing. But when Fred sleepwalks, he remembers the combination to the safe. I find him in the office, opening it, screaming like a cat in the oven, and slamming it again. Something about what's in there really scares him. Unfortunately, I was never able to catch the combination since he works it so fast.
Well, enough about Dr. Fred.
Shall we talk about me?
This is quite an array of gadgetry you have here.
Yes, it's the best surveillance system in the state.
Is that a Plexus 7000 VCR?
It sure is. It's got a dual-tape speed motor with cobalt casing. Don't touch it.
Well, enough about your equipment.
Let's talk about yours.
I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Come back anytime, you big hunk.
It looks awful heavy.
Don't even think about it.
Hey, aren't you Weird Ed Edison, the paramilitary?
I remember when I was trying to figure out and come up with the style, you know, it was back in those days we didn't really have Google Internet. So, you know, all we had were 2 books that I studied from, and that was a Bugs Bunny book, compilation kind of thing, and Chuck-a-Muck, which was Chuck Jones's bio book. And I remember to do research we had to use VHS tapes. And we watched all those classic Saturday morning cartoon stuff, and we would pause and look at, or for me, I was studying, looking at those old cartoons, and except when you pause on a VHS, you always get the line.
Tracking.
Oh, it was awful. Yeah. But that was how I was studying and trying to come up with, you know, shapes and just study layout. And then, yeah, it worked out.
Sometimes I think they're the only friends I've got.
Nice hamster. Does he do tricks?
No, he just sits there. I used to have a really smart hamster, but something happened to him.
That hamster really should get some exercise.
Well, Dad puts him to work down in the basement. then he starts sweating, and then he gets wet, and then he gets cold, and then he refuses to work.
Your dad or the hamster?
Are you making fun of me?
No, I
get upset when people make fun of me.
I just meant...
Oh, it makes me so mad. I just want to relax. I want to relax. I'll be okay if I just focus on my stance.
How are the folks?
Well, Dad's in the basement doing an experiment. Mom's in the next room spying on the honeymoon. Ted's in the front yard.
Holding up a bowl of lard?
Well, it's a bird bath, actually, but it rhymes better your way.
What happened to the old hamster?
I don't remember. When I try, all I can think of is a flash of light and this horrible sound.
What was the horrible sound?
It was sort of like ding. Oh God, I hear it in my dreams till this day.
Are all your hobbies this fascinating?
I don't have any other hobbies. These stamps are my whole life. If anything were ever to happen to them...
Well, hope I didn't get you too excited. Bye.
Peace be with you.
Hello, little computer. I respect you, even though you've only got 64K of memory. I wouldn't want to strain myself. No time for that now. I'm saving the world from purple. I wouldn't want to strain myself. It's already open. It's stuck. It's closed. Excuse me.
Hi there, Funky Donkey.
Let's talk about Dr. Fred some more.
Oh, all right.
How did he manage to stop sleepwalking?
He stopped sleeping. Fred drinks a lot of coffee. Me, I only drink decaf.
Well, enough about Dr. Fred.
Shall we talk about me?
Let's talk about your...
Anytime.
I'll let you get back.
Come.
Phew. It's too heavy for me to pick up. It's too heavy for me to pick up. Good thing he didn't drink that stuff. He's my friend. Nah.
Hey, you're pretty funny, Bernard.
Well, people do tell me that, actually. I don't think that would look better white. The LALR compiler is constructed by the following method. First, develop a rigorous elective grammar.
Whoa, Bernard, get a life! No offense, man, but that stuff is boring.
I'm just a failure.
That was really disturbing when he shot himself, and then the stick goes right through his brain, which would be fatal. Very disturbing.
It's true. They would never...
But then he's got a depressed sigh afterwards. So, you know, he's fine, even though he's still suicidal.
You notice the nice pink box, you know, the Chinese pink box for that you get in Chinatown.
Is that for
That's
like
right
almond
there.
cookies? He's got like a little section of... How sad can he be?
The crunchy factor can
I
be
thought that was donuts.
Well, it's true about that theme, suicide theme, or cigarettes for another matter. I think we used to have characters sometimes lighten up and stuff.
Nah. Not funny enough. I don't think that would look better white. When induction elements have NP completeness, the crunchy factor can be ignored. Well, it gets me up in the morning. I can't. Uzo's intimidating. You looking at me? Are you looking at me? Then who are you looking at, huh? I asked you a question. Okay, clown, that does it.
Ha, ha, ha.
I hate that clown. Not with what's left of my fingernails.
Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha.
I can't. Uzo's intimidating.
Hey, boy, you missed the party.
You and the clown were having a party?
No, last night. at the Novelty Goods Salesmen's Convention. I tell you, we novelty goods salesmen know how to have a good time.
Has anyone ever told you you look like Don Pardo?
That's strange. My wife says I look like the ghost pirate LeChuck. So, want a cigar?
Sure, lay one of those Havanan babies on me.
Thought I was gonna blow your head off there, didn't you? Well, you were right! You shouldn't smoke. It's a bad habit. That cracks me up every time.
Hi there.
What can I do for you, kid?
Nice cigars.
I roll them myself. So, want another cigar?
Okay, but only if you promise not to light it this time.
Would I do a thing like that? I told you it was a bad habit.
I don't even want to touch that gunk. Yikes! Missed. Hold still, will ya? Hold still, will ya? Come on, I won't hurt you. Hold still, will ya? Missed. Hold still, will ya? I can't get hold of it. Come on, I won't hurt you. I can't get hold of it. Slippery little devil. Slippery little devil. I can't get hold of it. Now just calm down for a second. No use in doing that, it's empty. No use in doing that, it's empty. No use in doing that, it's empty. I don't think that would look better white. Nah.
Hands off, boy! That's a precision-made novelty device! Hands off, boy! That's a precision-made novelty device!
Wow, a pulley! By using a combination of flexible materials and a wheel, one may gain mechanical advantage by changing the direction of motion and the applied force. It's already open. I can't. It's stuck. What on earth am I going to do with a flagpole? I'm not touching it. These models have a history of leakage.
So, Peter, one of the characteristics of this art is the exaggeration and the curved lines, like the door is curved.
Totally.
And when things are really exaggerated and cartoony, and they're curved as opposed to normally you would see them straight lines and things. Where did you get that? What do you remember how you developed that? Because that's a real one of the signatures, I think, of.
Yeah, I mean that's just part of the visual language that I was trying to use, you know, and you're right, that was the goal, was to balance the two, and also, you know, I was trying to simplify, and the inspiration came from Chuck Jones's layout artist Maurice Noble. So Maurice Noble, you know, if you watched his classic cartoons, designs on, you know,
I'm not sure I like
Duck Dodgers and What's Opera Doc. You know, you can kind of see that he totally exaggerated and made those beautiful graphic shapes.
It's pretty darn cold.
I don't understand what was wrong with...
That was really disturbing when he shot himself, and then the stick goes right through his brain, which would be fatal. Very disturbing.
It's true. They would never...
But then he's got a depressed sigh afterwards. So, you know, he's fine, even though he's still suicidal.
You notice the nice pink box, you know, the Chinese pink box for that you get in Chinatown.
Is that for
That's
like
right
almond
there.
cookies? He's got like a little section of... How sad can he be?
I just thought that was donuts.
Well, it's true about that theme, the suicide theme, or cigarettes for another matter. I think we used to have characters sometimes lighten up and stuff.
There was no ASRV when we made this.
Yeah.
How about some coffee, Green?
No thanks, Bernard. Can't stand the stuff.
How about some coffee, Green?
No thanks, Bernard. Can't stand the stuff.
He's my friend. I'd rather not. It looks too heavy for me to pick up. It looks too heavy for me to pick up. Wow! This is loud. I'd rather not. Excuse me.
Hi there, sugar buns.
Let's talk about your electronic gear again.
Anytime, hot stuff.
I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Come back anytime, you big hunk.
I'm not sure I like that idea.